Anyway, folks, this is my second Hartwood. I thought the first one was pretty decent, so I decided to pick up another one that was going cheap. And this one is sort of like a Jim Dandy parlor copy, a very much sort of vintage pre-war style, loosely a parlor, but I think it's more of a concert in size. And this is the Villanelle model from Hartwood, which is one of the Gear for Music brands. And this is my second one, made in Indonesia, this one, and this is a solid top as well. And you can see it has the Hartwood very nice pick guard, a ring around the rosette, all bound with the same color, nice vintage sunburst, rosewood fretboard, very normative keys again on this, not sort of the Grover copies that we saw last time. Even the neck has that vintage sunburst look to it. So it's a pretty guitar, and it comes in reasonable shape. I didn't buy this from Gear for Music this time. I bought this from a private seller who says he bought it new and just couldn't use it, so he's selling it on. And it's in the condition that he said, so it makes up for the last video where I got a Tanglewood with a broken headstock that now is awaiting a claim. But these are nice. I'm pretty impressed with these for the price. Hopefully I'll check some of the other Gear for Music brands out as well and give you some good feedback. What does it need? Again, the frets are really nice. Doesn't have any fret sprout, so I will do some cleanup on it. I will shine up these frets, oil the fretboard a little bit, do some setup, get this thing playing, put it with a gig bag, and find a home for it. But strings are a bit old, so it sounds, not as good as it probably will with new strings. So I'll play it more when we get it set up. All right, folks, this is the Hartwood Villanelle. So this came out really, really nice. This is the Villanelle from Hartwood. It's got that sort of sweet, boxy parlor sound, even though it's a bit bigger than a normal parlor. It's more like a concert guitar, actually. It's the Hartwood HW Villanelle GA AVS, probably vintage sunburst, the last two letters of that. Indonesian made, nice white pick guard, solid spruce top, rosewood board, nice sunburst on the back, or tobacco burst perhaps even on the neck as well. Very normative keys. Set up really easy. Just needed a little bit of fret work and some new strings. Neck was fine. No truss rod adjustment needed. Nice playing action. Really nice guitar. So that's 2 for naught on the Hartwood guitars. I've had 2 good ones now. And it's a brand I didn't know about before coming here, so it's nice to learn about these. One of the Gear for Music brands, and yeah, this one sort of got the Jim Dandy look, doesn't it? Sort of going for that vintage pre-war guitar. There were so many made by Washburn and Selma, Montgomery Ward, places like that. So it's going for that sort of vintage American guitar look, small blues guitar. In this case, not quite a parlor, more like a concert, or what would it be, a 00 size. Minimal setup needed. Yeah, nice little guitar. This would be great for sitting on the porch. by the campfire on your back deck, up in the mountains, on the beach. It's got a nice little ringy sound, sweet little ringy sound on this song. Not much more to say about this. I'm going to check out some more of these Gear for Music brands. I think the Hartwood and the Sub-Zeros are the higher models than the Gear for Music branded stuff, it seems. So I started off with these, and yeah, they're pretty nice. It's a nice finish on this, even though I'm not a big Sunburst fan. It's nicely done. It's all gloss, all bound, nice appointments, nice lines on the headstock there. I kind of gave it their own shape. Yeah, nice dark chocolate rosewood fretboard with mother of pearl inlays. Not too big frets, probably mediums. A little bit of a radius on the fretboard, not too much. It's not completely flat. Looks to be a bone nut and saddle, or at least a looks to be a bone nut and saddle, or Graphtec maybe. But yeah, these are fun. These are nice guitars. I've liked both of the Hartwoods I've seen so far. I think this one cost a bit more. I think this is more like your $225, maybe even $250 range guitar. It's a solid top. You got the vintage guitar appointments. You probably pick one up, you know, $150, $175, perhaps with some work to do or some wear on it. This one looks pretty new. It's set up really easily. Slightly thinner profile, I think. Ever so slightly thinner profile. Kind of reminds me of the James Nelligan guitars that I worked on, in as far as how it feels in the hands. So kind of reminded me of that. What was it? The Bess A series from James Nelligan, without this guard. Same shape, same thickness, slightly thin line profile. Yeah, similar gloss finishes as well. Nice grain on the top here. So yeah, this is a nice little find. You know, I will get more higher end stuff as well. I'm just sort of poking around and trying to do some research, getting some setups under my wing in this new workshop, and get things going again. So yeah, these are not bad. If you're looking for a guitar in the, say, sub 200 pound or sub 300 range, you wouldn't do too badly to get one of these, or one of the Dreadnoughts that I showed you a couple of years back. But yeah, Hartwood guitars, from what I've seen, pretty decent, and I'm sure I'll have more in the near future. All right, folks, see you again.